Zen is being yourself, truly. It's being truly yourself. You may ask, what is being yourself? Being yourself is moving in stillness. That's Zen. If you don't understand it, that's good.
Imagine the idea that the moment you were born, you were kicked off the edge of a precipice, and you were falling. As you fell, a great lump of rock came with you, and you're clinging to it for dear life. Well, it doesn't do a thing for you.
What am I doing here? I mean, that was, that's really kind of primal existential question. Why am I here on this planet? Why am I alive? Do I have a purpose?
I really have struggled in my life a lot with depression. The world was not as it should be. Yeah, well, the world has very little interest in what you think it should be. I mean, so a lot of Zen practice is just seeing things clearly as they are.
I have questions of, if you will, questions of self-worth, questions of, am I doing enough? Am I a good human being? Am I being selfish or self-serving? Those are still questions for me.
So it's this way, we're all in this great stream of change, which we call life. We are the stream. If you imagine you're separate from it and you're being carried along by it, that's a delusion. You're a wave of the stream itself. So get with it.
The reason that Buddhism arose was because the ordinary course of life was very difficult. It was busy. It was marked by lots of work, lots of effort, and suffering.
There's a sense of kind of getting worn down by the world, and it really takes a lot to kind of keep resisting things, and to go with what's just happening is easier in lots of ways. There's a saying that it's not so much what happens to you, but how you deal with it. Because everybody in the world is going through some degree of suffering. You can see it sometimes, or you can feel it, but we go through that through our life. That's sort of the nature of life that the Buddha saw, that life is suffering. Life is not quite satisfactory. But what do we do with that? And meditation is something that really helps one move through that, and maybe even suffer a little less as a result of it.
There was a ceremony where each person would get up in front of everyone else and ask the teacher, our abbot, Sojin Mel Weitzman, a question, and the teacher would respond, and you could go back and forth a little bit. So it was my turn, and I got up in front of everyone, and I said, I came here, I was feeling pretty good, I sat down, I've been in terrible pain, I've been in emotional pain, I've just felt lousy, I felt up, down, I don't know where stuff is coming from, what is this? And he looked me straight in the eye and he said, Nirvana, paradise. And that made perfect sense to me in a way which it's not logical, but it's like, oh, well, that's interesting. So the difficulties that we have in our life are kind of the stuff of our lives. Why not enjoy them?
The object of Buddhist discipline
is, as it were, to bring about a state of affairs in which the individual feels himself to be everything that there is, the whole cosmos, focused, expressing itself here.
You know, we say Zen's nothing special. It's just learning that you don't need anything special except to exist as you are and deal with what's in front of you. And frankly, I see a lot of people who don't practice Zen who can do that very naturally. But I was neurotic enough and over intellectual enough and over psychological enough that I needed something which would just cut through it all and let me go. Okay, here we are.
I like to think in one way or other we're here to be helpful to others, to help other people wake up. And I don't think that is confined to Buddhism. I think that it's a human quality. You know, any one of us can be gone in a moment. But I do feel like I've done what I need to do. And I'm grateful for that. And I'm not done yet. You know, none of us is done. We don't, whatever we do is always incomplete. But that's okay.
This idea of having to be useful is a strange one. Just being alive is enough. Music's not useful, but it's kind of nice. So what about, instead of being useful, just making music out of your life?
Beings are numberless. I vow to save them or awaken with them. Delusions are inexhaustible. I vow to end them. Dharma gates are boundless. I vow to enter them all. And the Buddha's way is unsurpassable. I vow to become it or realize it.